Next question. What are the best strategies on loving yourself and having high self-esteem? Well, someone asked a question actually in Quora that actually relates to this. Do you masturbate? I do masturbate. What are best strategies on loving yourself and having high self-esteem? Well, it's not judging yourself, you know? Like, I just judge myself. Someone asked that question about masturbation, and then I answered it sort of like kind of on a whim, you know? And I felt bad because I'm afraid what other people will think, you know? And that's really what it comes down to. What are the best strategies to loving yourself and having high self-esteem? Don't fucking care about what other people think. I mean, that's really what it is. It's hard to do this, but it's having enough knowledge about yourself and realize like that what people say to you or about you don't matter unless they're like your mom or maybe they're your wife or your significant other. You know, the reality is, what are the best strategies for loving yourself is simply to, how would you love somebody else, right? If you were to fall deeply in love with another person, let's say you had a child, how much would you love that child? And if you've never had kids, this is hard to do, but if you can imagine how much you would love that child, you know, you'd give up your life for that child. Think about someone, if you fell in love with somebody, how would you feel? You know, same thing. You have the same feeling for yourself. Not easy, but you sort of, you take this scenario, the situation, and you take it outside of yourself, and then you bring it back and you apply it to yourself. One other thing that I will add to that about high self-esteem is small wins. So I wrote an email. I have an email list that I write to, and I will tell you right now that one of the things that high self-esteem does is, or what will help build self-esteem, is winning. So if you can find ways to make small wins, like for example, as soon as I finish this question list on Quora that I made, I'm gonna have this. Actually, it's a pretty big win for me. Like, I actually finished this. I feel good, you know. I also feel good I'm doing a Periscope. So I don't know. It's small things. You know, you got to find ways to. You have this life. It's a game, and you have to make the rules for yourself. And you have to, sometimes you don't know what makes you feel good all the time. But if you can recognize what makes you feel good, that help you move in the direction of your goals, you're going to be able to do anything you want and essentially have the high self-esteem that you want.